I'm Bob Hallmark in Longview today. It is one of the evils of our time, human trafficking. It's talked about quite a lot. Law enforcement has done everything they can do in this country to try to stop it. But this is a worldwide phenomenon that is a definite concern for a lot of people, men, women, and children basically going into slavery. And now there's a group that is trying to raise awareness and money to help fight this. And we're going to be joined by that group's leader right now. This is Dave Graybill. And the acronym is GOTCHA. What does that stand for?
Get off the couch and heal America.
Okay. Now, Dave, you have created this group in a very short period of time, about 9 months.
Yes, sir.
And one of the things that you're doing right now is basically one of the longest poker runs in history. Is that right?
Yeah, it's 5,600 miles, about 2,000 miles longer than any other poker run.
Mm-hmm. And this goes, I understand this started in Florida, is that right?
Florida to Phoenix,
Florida.
or Chandler, Arizona.
Okay, so 5,700 miles.
Yeah, 56, 57, yeah.
And by what I read on this, around 33 cities will be visited.
Yep.
Okay, somewhere in there. Now, the question is going to come up, why? It's got to be a pretty easy question. Why did you start this?
Well, again, how do you stir up the country? How do you get the people that are really affected by a lot of the evils that are happening in the country to get out and make a difference themselves? A lot of us sit and complain and are very complacent and don't do anything about it because they don't think they can do something about it. I'm a movement creator, so basically I inspire others to get up and do it for themselves. I can't do it all by myself. So I created a program called the Gotcha Project. So it fights evil through Christ. So at the end of the day, if you bring him to the streets, we can start to grow and support.
Gotcha. Now, right now we are in the parking lot of El Sombrero over here on Toller Road. And then we have a function going on here. And as I'm going to turn around and show you real quickly, this is one of the main draws right here. Take a look at this beautiful Harley Davidson. And you'll notice that there are signatures on this. All right. Now, Dave, let's explain what this is right here.
So I wanted to hook a little bit on this and get more people involved. So Angel Studios found out what I was doing. They allowed us to call the bike the Sound of Freedom bike, and then the cast and crew from the movie Sound of Freedom went ahead and signed the lids of the bags here on the bike, and we're raffling this off. Some lucky winner will get this bike, and it helps us get across the country because basically we're all volunteers, and we rely on the kindness of strangers and go where the wind blows. So we're just making our way across the United States.
Okay, so they're going to be here for several hours. Also, you'll notice that there are some workers here as well that are helping out. Say hi, ladies.
Hi.
All right. Now, ultimately, the point of all of this, the objective is, as I stated when I opened, it's one of the evils of our time right now. Your ultimate objective is not only to create awareness, but somewhere along the line to stop what's happening.
Right. I'm one of those guys that likes to go after the tip of the iceberg, or go after the people that cause the problem, not just help people that have been through the problem. So at the end of the day, we got to root out the evil in our communities, the ones that kind of facilitate the bad behavior, the ones that are turning a blind eye to some of the people that are suffering. This goes beyond just human trafficking, from the homeless to healthcare to food. Gotcha is an entity that can actually create great wealth to go after problems and tasks within each community that we're in.
Okay. Now, do we have a completion date or kind of a projection of when?
Yeah, the idea is October 21st. I do a poker run from the Chandler Custom Cycles, and then they're going to pick the raffle winner after that's over.
Okay, so that's when somebody is going to win this beautiful Harley Davidson.
Yeah, absolutely. And the first Gotcha Project tour is completed. I've already built 4 hubs across the United States that they're actually going to build a hub of the Gotcha program in their communities. Remember, this is a movement that's created by using Christ as the person that inspires us to go out and fight evil. And then I built technology to track the donated dollar. So every dollar that donates into this fund, you can track what I'm using it for. So there's no fraud, corruption, or waste. So that any nonprofit in this country that doesn't start utilizing that technology, I would never donate.
Okay, gotcha. Ultimately, you want people to get involved. I mean, that's the whole thing, is that you can sit back and say, isn't that terrible? And that doesn't really accomplish anything.
No, it doesn't. At the end of the day, each one of us is profound. Each one of us has a gift from God. Every one of us can make a difference, whether you have money or not. I mean, we're doing this for free. and we're marching across country talking about how much we love each other in the community. So
Mhm.
yes, it can be done by one person, and if you want to add on to this program, it's free to do so, and at the end of the day, you're going to make a profound effect on our communities.
Okay. Well, continued success, Dave.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate it. All right, and we will have much more on this story tonight on KLTV 7 News. For KLTV Web Extra, I'm Bob Hallmark.